Hi everyone. Today we're going to do a getting started with Bizora. It's basically a quick start guide so that you can ramp up and see Bizora for yourself before testing it out. What you could do on Bizora, the easiest way to access Bizora is going on our website and clicking on Try Bizora or sign in. So that takes you directly to our web app. The first time you'll click on it, it will just ask you to create an account. And with that, you will get full 7-day access to the pro account that will unlock all the features that you can utilize. And this is how it looks. It's like a chat interface. You can get started right away. You can click on any questions and it will start routing. So the first time you use it, you can see like, hey, Bizarro has an outer router that will send in the question. And at the same time, when you ask a prompt that does not have a lot of information out behind it, what you could do at the same time is just go ahead and you can go ahead and it will ask you follow-up questions. So in that case, you can just go ahead and be sure that like Bizarro wouldn't need the full context behind generating an answer. So that's how it becomes more powerful. You can skip it, or within 30 seconds, it will skip on its own. If you like change screen and come back, so it's not stuck on that screen. Okay, so it will go ahead and do that. It will like start processing the query, generating the answer. You can see where it's looking. It basically gives you a citation and audit trail, thinking on those items, and it's going to start generating the answer. And in this case, like, okay, it's gonna go ahead and start generating the answer while it's loading. I will let you know that like any of these citations you see are coming from like our primary sources. So Bizarre is a grounded system. We don't build off on anyone else. We have our own database, and that's where we started off. And it takes you directly to the source that we brought in on. Let's see. Once the answer gets generated, I'll talk about like a few different modes. Bizarre has standard search, deep research, and fast search. Fast search is like when you need really easy, fast answers, where like basically it's going to give the answer under 30 seconds. And then standard search is where most of your questions will come in, and deep research will be like, hey, it's a multi-layered question. It requires multiple areas of taxation. It requires personal income, corporate income combined with multi-state issues. So when you need that layers, that's where the deep research would come in. And then web search is only available if there is something you would like Bizarre to go outside the database to search and then bring them in. For example, something that just came in, just got released, and you want information and understand how that's been implemented. And then you can ask Bizarre's database to layer that in at the same time. There are different workflows. You can create emails and memos directly in through here that will open the canvas. We have different linking to apps, so it integrates to your Gmail, your Google Drive, your Zero, your QuickBooks, and we're adding more integration day in, day out, so you can see them coming in as well. You can upload files. Each file size can be like 100 megabytes, and you can upload 3 files at a time. And then you can add in your documents to the vault. There's a separate tutorial on the vault that is basically your project hub, and you can bring in the information from there. At the same time, there is something called the entities section. The entities is whenever you ask a question about an entity, and for your clients, you can create them. Bizarro will actually tag them and create them, and so it can remember, and it will have the context if you ask a follow-up questions. So, or you can create them on your own. Uh, you can click on a new entity, create an entity in here. So what you will do is like go ahead and create an entity. It will have that information, any documents you uploaded for that, the memories associated with it, and settings. You can delete the entity if you like to. You can turn this off in the personalization section, which we'll jump into in a second. So let's go ahead, bring in that question. So yeah, so you can see that it generated the answer. It went ahead and created that. Uh, it's over here. You can click on it and it will show you like, okay, it's looking at this title section. And then you can see if you click on it, it will take you to the actual code section as pulling info. So we have the database, it gets updated regularly, so it has the most up-to-date information available. I can do calculations coming in over there, and then we have these decision trees, which are like really good to like talk to your clients and explain them different concepts. Or if your junior staff members like help to understand like different tax concepts as they build upon each other. Okay, so those are the other two items in here, and you can see the primary sources citations. And what I recommend usually is people read the answer bottom up. There's an in essence or conclusion, which talks about the layman term, and then it like has the entire section up above. So that covers how an answer is done. You can talk to Bizora as well. Sometimes I like to do it because Bizora's context window is 100,000 tokens. You can start your voice input and then you can like keep talking. Sometimes I'll talk for 2 to 3 minutes about explaining like a situation I want to work through. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Bizora will analyze. It will ask follow-up questions if it needs to. That's how I would like start in this section. You can have the entities. Okay, so we talked about the entities. There's also the vault. The vault has a separate overview. You can also click on here to like take a look at the tutorial, but it's basically mass document review. and your project hub, so you can bring in the different files into the AI assistant. And we have the new section in here that talks about like, hey, what are the new updates coming in from the iOS bulletin? It looks at summaries that could show you like, okay, how you can apply these changes to your clients or for tax planning ideas as well. At the same times, we have the personalization section in here. You can fill it out. It has custom instructions talking about how you write, your behavior, how would you write an answer. That will look in there. Anything about you that it needs to remember, any saves memories, you can manage those. You can delete a ton of entities in here. You can turn off web research in here if you do not want it to go outside Bizora, really be grounded in here. So a lot more you could do. And at the same time, there is notifications over here, manage preferences. And then if you are a team member that has multiple entities, or if you have multiple members, you are the admin for your team, you can invite other members to join so you can control who has access to Bizora. Finally, there's a profile, and you can fill out this section on like what kind of taxation do you do, so that helps remember Bizora to give you more personalized answers. All right, so we got the answer in there last time around, and I can go ahead now. I can ask it to turn this into a memo. When I would do that, it will like activate the canvas, tax canvas coming up in here. So you can see like the information that gets generated. It's looking at the facts, issues presented, gives you the short answers, authorities, and then give you the analysis line by line item. So it has like the breakdown in there as well. And it gives you confidence marker too. This confidence marker is like falling the more likely than not authority in here, telling you like how it would hold up in code if it's challenged. Okay, so follow up actions, and then you can go ahead and click on edit, and you will access the canvas feature in here. You can type it from, let's say like it's Adam in here, and you can like start editing it. You can see Bizora will give you like guidance on the things to apply or recommendations to apply. And then it will tell you like you can adjust the length for the memo, the audience mode, include citations, calculations, forms compliance, and checklist. When you have all that feature, you're done with it. You can download the entire content. It copies to your clipboard. You can download it directly or you can archive it. Okay. So that gets done. The next one is few other items is there's the copy button on the clipboard here. There's a download the PDF section, and then there's a download to Word doc section. And if you want to download the entire item over here, you can just click on download PDFs or download Word doc, and it downloads the entire chat history in there, so you can reshare. What you can also do is like put that chat history, archive it, and send it to the wall so you can re-access it in Bizora when you need to. So that's the quick start guide on Bizora. There is other tutorials we have on there talking about the MCP, the vault, and the entities and how to utilize them. Go ahead, take a look at those. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All right, thank you. Take care. Bye bye.